Hey guys, welcome back to Summoners or Chronicles, and today let's talk about the path of adventure and all the different rune farming dungeon that you can do in there, and my recommendation on how you can clear each different rune dungeon. We are not gonna go from top to bottom, but we're going straight into Tear Gland's cave because you're gonna be farming Rage Blade rune in there, and almost every damage dealer can use a good Rage Blade rune set. So my team for this dungeon right now is going to be Karambit, Shannon, and Helia. Shannon's gonna be on a standard support build with tanky stat to do the debuff on the boss and the buff for your team. Karambit will be using attack with damage attack. I'm trying to farm a good Rage Blade set for Karambit in the future, but right now he's using Broken Rune attack with damage attack, and he'll be the main damage dealer. You get this guy for free, and he's one of the best options for so many things in the game. The last option is a dark unit, which you may or may not have. Helia is a very popular unit. If you come across any 3-star light dark selector ticket, please take this unit because she is one of the best, if not the best support for most team out there, because she provides defense down and damage taken up. Both debuff allow you to do more damage on the boss. The main strength of the boss is that it can deal a lot of crit damage to you, so as long as you can dodge the damage, it is gonna be okay. If you don't have Helia, I'll give you 2 other fire options for you to try because they are very good for the boss as well. The first one being Igmanodon, you can also get for free from the God Journal, and he is amazing at doing damage, apply crit rate down, and poison to the boss, and because he's a fire unit, he gained more power level in this dungeon. Another one will be the 3-star unit Diane. I feel like he's specifically made to be the free-to-play option for this dungeon. He specifically removes crit rate up and crit damage up on the target and apply attack buff to himself, and he can provide death down when he has attack up. So if you're using Kina, you have attack up, no problem. If you're using Shannon in your team, you will also have attack up. So he removed the buff that the boss is strong at, and he provides you with more utility and damage. But of course, Helia will be the best option because of her debuff. You can do the most damage. Next will be the Lava Cave, where you get your Swift Rune for attack speed. A lot of damage dealers love having attack speed, and the 4-star rune set to dodge the enemy attack. So for the Lava Cave, I'll be using Helia, Karambit, and Bastet. Bastet is one of the most popular 5-star starter units, so a lot of you guys will have this character, and she's an amazing unit for just overall support and definitely for the Lava Cave. Remember this before you go into attack. The boss will actually get a lot of buff if you don't have any buff on your team member. So starting off with buff will be absolutely amazing. But if you don't have Helia, you can also use a Vigor or a Konamiya. I personally really like using Vigor because he provides defense break and attack speed buff. The boss takes less damage from skill and more damage from the actual physical attack. So having attack speed buff on your team will be very good. Now let's go back to the Queen Spider Nest because you need runes for your tank and support, and they will definitely love having extra HP and resistance. So energy and endure rune for this dungeon is definitely a good choice if you're looking for those runes. Unfortunately, this is where you say goodbye to Karambit as the main damage dealer, but this is where you say hello to Naomi, the Wind Marshal Cat. So the concept is the same. You buff attack with Shannon, you do damage with Naomi, and you provide defense break with Helia. If you have a Chasun from the previous event, you want to replace Shannon with Chasun for the attack buff, that is totally perfect. If you want to replace the Naomi with a Theomas or a Wind Ifrit or any stronger wind damage dealer, that's also amazing. The thing about Naomi is that she can have a lot of crit rate, crit damage thanks to her passive, so she does a whole lot of damage, and that is really awesome. Because Shannon can provide defense break, you can replace Helia with pretty much anything else that you want. Any wind damage dealer, and you are good to go. If you want to have a safer run, you can also try having a Konamiya in your team for some extra healing and cooldown reduction for your team. Next up will be the Forgotten Earth Shrine. I think here you mainly want to get the God runes because there are some units in the game that scale with defense, and you want some extra defense down that unit with the guard set, and this is where you're gonna get your God runes. One of the best units for this boss will be Ryger the Water Lich. He used to be in one of the collection challenge, so I'm sure a lot of you guys have gotten the unit for free. So if you got this unit, you must use this guy for the Forgotten Earth Shrine. His skill 2 can remove attack up and death up, which are the two main buff of this boss, and his passive will actually reduce the cooldown of that skill when he's attacking a boss. So when you put into the team, he's gonna be in charge of stripping the buff that make the boss really strong. You have a support unit like Bastet, Vigor, or Konamiya, and Karambit for doing damage, and you're good to go. But if you don't have Ranger, using Vigor for defense break will probably be your next best option, or go straight to Helia and running a Bastet for the attack buff slot and just trying to burst the boss down as fast as you can. And last but not least, the Laboratory of Madness. This is when you get your focus rune so your debuff unit can land debuff more accurately, and also the rune to counter Foresight rune, the Assemble rune, to give you precision to land your attack on the enemy with a lot of evasion. So the main problem with this guy is that he can heal himself. Luckily, the game actually gives you Celia the Wind Witch through the God Journal for free as well, and she can provide that heal block for you in this boss. So for the support slot, with Celia providing the heal block, I'll be using Shannon for the attack buff and the defense break, and my main damage dealer will be the Wind Marshal Cat Naomi. Unfortunately, can't use Karambit here because of the elemental disadvantage, so if you have a strong water or wind damage dealer, you're definitely going to use that unit right here. Alright guys, I hope that was helpful for you guys starting your journey in the path of adventure, trying to get the best rune possible. Hope you enjoyed the video and have a great journey in Summoners War Chronicles. Have a good day.